Good morning, students. Myself, Rangnath Billarbi, Assistant Professor of English. In our today's session, we will be discussing the first lesson of the first unit, Women's Education in India, written by Balasubramaniam, PS. 86th Amendment of the Indian Constitution has made education as free and compulsory for the age group between 6 to 14 years. In fact, education has become a fundamental right in our country. Yet, it is very much discouraging geographically the status of women education in India. Educational status or level of women and men defines the development of a country. Education uplifts and empowers societies to comprehend and respond to the various situations intellectually and wisely. The census of 2001 doesn't signify any substantial growth of the women education in India. It is 65% for males and 54%, a paltry 54% for female. The writer in this essay argues that education is a part of social subsystems. As Swami Vivekananda rightly said, education should be soul searching and character making. Hence, education for girls must prepare them to abandon their secondary roles or subordinate roles. Conventional methods of education will not serve the purpose. About the problems of women, there should be created awareness among them. According to the context of modernization, education should be redefined and properly addressed to help the women fraternity. The problems of women's education in India is a multidimensional one. Therefore, the educational problems must be viewed in a systems perspective of economic, social, cultural, psychological, and political aspects. Education should be relevant and suitable without any trace of discrimination on the basis of gender. They should be given a common general education of 10 years to prepare commonly the boys and girls for personal, social, economic, political, cultural, and other aspects of life. Women's role change in the subsystems will have the impact on the educational subsystems. Educational subsystem fails if not correlated to the changing roles of women. The writer wants a greater accountability of state and voluntary organizations to uplift education. India's higher education system ranks as the third largest in the world. We have world-class institutes of national importance, IITs, IIMs, RIEs, etc. Surprisingly, the presence of women in these institutions is very less. Girls excel boys in educational performance, but their admission to the courses, especially pertaining to medical and teaching, is relatively very low. Education of women is linked to the social organization. Interaction goes on between education and marriage, relatives and values, etc. I end this lesson with a quote made by Michelle Obama, which reads, "When women are educated, their countries become stronger and more prosperous." So in this lesson, we have learned that education uplifts society and changes the societal perspective. Women education should be based on the context of modernization and the education should be appropriate and relevant for both the sexes. In the modern day, the role of women has changed. Therefore, it will have impact on the educational subsystems. Educational system of the women is bound to fail if it is not correlated with the changing role of the modern day women. And also finally, the writer wants a greater accountability on the part of state and voluntary organizations to improve and to uplift women education. Students, now let us come to the another aspect, that is group discussion. Your professor will form groups among you and he will give you the following topics to discuss. These are the following topics. Number 1, name the facets of the problems of women's education in India. Number 2, when does the educational system become dysfunctional? Number 3, how has the role of women shifted in India? Number 4, what are the drawbacks in the propagation of women's education in India? Number 5, why should the role of women be redefined in contemporary India? Another activity, this activity is about writing commentaries. Your professor will form groups and he will give you the activity based on the following slide. Number 1, there is disparity in participation of women and men in education. Explain. Number 2, why according to the writer, women's education in India needs to be relevant, adequate and appropriate. Number 3, what are the solutions offered in the essay to be the problems of women's education in India? Number 4, what kind of education does the writer advocate for women in India? Thank you very much.